I know what you're probably thinking, like, say, what's with the jacket and all that? I I don't know. I was trying to think of a costume or something like this, but I had trouble thinking of one. So, this time we're looking at a film called House. The film from 1985, which the film centers on Roger Cobb, a troubled author who moves into his late aunt Elizabeth Hopper's seemingly haunted house and is forced to deal with supernatural phenomena. All the while, he tries to solve the mystery of his son Jimmy's disappearance. This film was actually produced by Sean S. Cunningham, and if you're thinking that name sounds familiar, well, good old Sean. Friday the 13th. If you did, he was actually the director for Friday the 13th, and he would also do other things too. He was also a producer on the original 1972 version of The Last House on Left. I gotta say, the one thing I really like about this film is that the entire film has a sense of atmosphere about it. Even the house that is used for the film has a bit of a presence. And aesthetically, it kind of reminded me of the Winchester Mystery House. And if you're thinking about, like, what? The Winchester Mystery House? Well, that was the house in California that is a museum to Sarah Winchester, who, like, was the sole heir to the Winchester rifle.
Supposedly, her family was being cursed or haunted by the spirits of people who'd been killed by the Winchester rifle. According to the legend, she consulted a spiritualist medium, which was quite common at that time. She was advised to appease these spirits and build a house.
And all that. And yeah, that's a little thing that, like, we all have our little rabbit holes that we like to go down to. That's one I like to go. We have our little areas of, like, say, the quirky things that we know about. That's one of mine. Like, I like the story of the Winchester Mystery House. And I'll say this, though, it's been quite a while since I've seen this film. The practical effects, like, say, the creature effects for the film are really good. Like, say, the way, like, say, when, Roger's ex-wife, like, we think she's coming to the house, but it's all a little bit in his little noodle.
Sandy.
And yeah, like, say the big old monster version of his ex-wife. It's kind of funny. Like, say, some of the humor is sort of like, say, it's almost like, say, the second Evil Dead film.
Say your
And that, like, say, yes, like, say, the creature effects, like, say, when they're just, like, grabbing him and they're just, like, pulling him against things, and it becomes a bit silly. And then there are the moments of, like, a bit of seriousness in the fact that at times, Roger is dealing with PTSD because he was a Vietnam veteran. And so there'll be flashbacks to his time there.
East, into the sun.
Get down!
is the film does a really good job of balancing out its humor and at times like scares as well, because like say sometimes the like monster designs, they are honestly pretty freaky. Like there's even a skeleton monster that's flying like it's a bat out of hell and all that. Like when Roger is like in a number like dimension and all that. Because like one thing that's going on throughout the film is that like his neighbor thinks he's a bit kooky, but as soon as he sees the monsters as well, he's like,
House knows everything about you. Leave while you can.
No!
It has been waiting for him.
you have a point there. And afterwards, like he ends up trying to like figure out like what happened to his son and all that. Because like say there are several moments like say, hey, what happened? Like he tries to like, say, okay, maybe he went through because he finds a painting of like him probably hidden in a window, which takes him to another dimension where he ends up meeting a old like veteran or war buddy, in this case Ben. And I figured the makeup they do for the character
Roger, you hit like a little girl.
for Big Ben is really good. It's really good. And at first I kept on thinking like say that the actor who plays Mr. Krabs from SpongeBob, I kept on thinking like, is that him?
Buddy. Then don't! So long, sucker!
Because I've known about this film. I've known about this film since like say I was a teenager in that friendly show, Mr. King. He actually introduced this to me like say I believe this was like a film that he had told me about when we first started the Laugh Center. I could be wrong. And yeah, this is a film I'd say it's has been nostalgia for me a bit. And yeah, I think this film has of like a lot of fun about itself. It's silly.
I'm warning you. No! Sucker, Roger! I'll get you for the...
So yeah, I find this film does a good job when it's trying to be silly. The the sense of like spookiness of it is pretty good. So overall, a very entertaining film. I'll see you next time.